Warning: this creepypasta might contain some materials that may not be suitable for some viewers. Your discretion is advised. Does anybody remember the movie Madagascar? It's a movie that is based around a quartet of animals ending up stranded on the island after a tragic accident. It's not exactly of the island of Dr. Moreau, or was it? I watched a lot of the DreamWorks movie when I was a kid. They were phenomenal and so are. There's a lot more of the Shrek franchise, but there's one memory that still haunts me in my head for days. It always will. It was a warm day in my area, not too hot nor too cold. I was browsing on my laptop looking on the classic DreamWorks films. At that moment, I got a notification on Google Mail. The message was from no other than DreamWorks. The email read this: "Hello, DreamWorks fan from Australia. We would like to privately share an alternate ending of one of our old films, Madagascar, made by a SAG animator, James Winterstone. After you watch this, please do not screen this anywhere. Kind regards, the DreamWorks team." I was surprised I just got a email from DreamWorks. Though this had to be a hoax, but, I've seen many emails from Pixar before, but I was pretty surprised. Maybe they actually hired employees to check their emails and respond. Maybe this is sort of GIF? There was a link to the file, so I downloaded it straight to my laptop. I saw the file, and its file name was madagascar.mov. I had a bad feeling about this. However, I had the courage to watch it. I clicked on the file, but before the video played, there was a warning. This alternate ending of Madagascar was changed to match its demographic, and it has unsettling themes that are not suitable for children or people with sensory issues. If neither you are a child or someone with sensory issues, please don't watch this. Your discretion is advised. I had a blank expression on my face. I hope it's just a parody ending. I was trying to reassure myself. I don't want to waste time, so I cut right into that point. Video started. This started with the scene where Marty, Melman, Gloria were trying to escape from the Fusas. The penguins didn't came to the rescue. However, there were too many Fusas for the animals and penguins to fight. Just then, the gang heard a ferocious roar. It was coming from no other than Alex. "Alex?" Marty asked, before punching a Fusa in the face with his hoof. "That's my kill! Mine!" Alex said before dropping down to the ground. He proceeded to walk towards Marty, growling, looking deranged. "Alex hungry. Alex eat," he spoke. Still walking towards his best friend, Alex then bared his claws as the ominous music continued playing. A couple of the Fusas sprinkled salt over Marty as the lion was still walking up to him. Alex's eyes began to form into a shade of dark red, and when he moved his teeth towards Marty, instead of whispering, "It's showtime," as in the final film, he bit Marty in the neck. Marty screamed in an agonizing way, as if his actor Chris Rock was getting tortured. Alex continued gnawing his teeth in Marty's neck until small drops of blood can be seen dripping from his neck. Then his eyes dilated. Alex pried his teeth away from Marty, and the latter collapsed with no pulse. He then sucked the blood off his fingers and sighed in relief. "That was a good, tasty zebra," said Alex before looking directly at Gloria and Melman. It cuts to the shot of Alex staring at the two animals, who were off screen as if he was staring at him. If he was staring at me. I felt extremely uncomfortable watching this. I closed my eyes until the staring was over. Melman broke the silence by shouting, "Run, Gloria! Run!" The giraffe and hippo then made a run for it before Alex chased after them on all fours. He launched to Melvin and started biting him. Melvin began to scream, but it wasn't comical. It was blood-curdling and agonizing. The hippo screamed, watching her boyfriend being mauled by her friend-turned-predator. The blood was minor, but it was still shocking to see Melman's corpse. His eyes were blank, his mouth was agape, and he was crying blood. Alex then slowly turned to Gloria, grinning seriously before saying, "I'm hungry for some hippo." Gloria ran away, screaming so she can find a place to hide as Alex chased after her. Gloria hid in the bush, and she painted to catch breath. Took through the bushes to catch sight of Alex, but he was nowhere to be seen. Gloria sighed in relief. However, she heard a voice saying, "Let's play Hungry, Hungry Hippos." Gloria turned around. It was Alex, whose pupils dilated. "Alex, please!" We are friends, not rude. Don't do this, Gloria pleaded as Alex stared right at her before the latter lunged onto her. It cuts to a shot of the bush wrestling as we could hear Alex roaring and Gloria let out a realistic blood-curdling scream. The screaming stopped as soon as the bush stopped rustling. It then cuts to the penguins alone in the rocky setting. Well, boys, this is it. The line has come down a dark path, Skipper said. Private began to sob, but his sobbing was rather realistic. I don't want to be poetry. I'm just a cute little penguin. Kowalski heard Alex's roars. It seems like we're done for. The oversized feline has found us, he remarked worriedly. Alex emerged from the bushes and walked up to the four penguins. It was nice knowing you, boys. It was nice knowing you, Skipper said sadly. Alex began to pick Private up with his jaw while the latter screamed before swallowing him whole. Rico was shocked before he started to run. Skipper and Kowalski ran too. Alex pounced on Rico and hit him whole too. Kowalski, what do we do now? Skipper asked in concern. Kowalski fought for a second before saying, We have to get to the cruise ship before any other predators trying to consume us. Affirmative, Skipper said. The two remaining penguins ran through the forest, catching sight of the cruise ship as seen earlier in the film. However, Alex jumped out from a bush like a jump scare and attacked Kowalski, rolling off screen. I can hear Kowalski's agonizing scream as he was being eaten by Alex. Skipper watched in horror before falling to his rear and sulking. You're next, avian boy, Alex teased as he slowly approached Skipper. It showed a shot of Skipper's point of view of Alex's face until he threw his face toward him with his slack jaw, and then cut to black with Skipper screaming. It then faded to a scene where the fossils were chatting. Just then, Alex approached the hideout. My fossils, I'm your king. We pray, we hunt, we eat, and we roam. Bow down to me, Alex monologued. The fossils bowed to Alex, accepting him as their king. He then lifted his head up and roared into the sky. The fossils roared with him, alongside as dramatic music playing while the camera panned to the gray cloudy sky. It then faded to black. The video then ended. I was appalled. I had never seen a twisted version of Madagascar. I grasped my hands over my face as if I were crying. I never know people could add creepy stuff in animated DreamWorks films like what they do with Pixar. I didn't want to delete the file, but I thought it would be a good idea if people would believe me. I posted the video to Google Drive and sent my friends a link via email. They're pale too. Madagascar was a good movie from my childhood, but what I saw will always be in my nightmares forever. James Winterstone, secondly the DreamWorks counterpart of Adam Cannington. Be careful what links you click on. Please. Oh, hey guys, this is Mr. Fred here, and that was the Madagascar alternate ending creepypasta, and my final thoughts is, damn, that's a kind of pretty messed up for the alternate ending on a film or something for a creepypasta, you know, like, just like, it's like a more like, what if Alex isn't pretending he look feral, and then, you know, hell breaks loose, and, you know, Marty, Melman, Gloria, the penguins, they're all eaten. But there's also one thing that pretty much wasn't in the story. Like, where the heck are the lemurs? Like Julian, Maurice, and Mort. I don't know. Maybe they're killed off screen before the whole Alex doing his monologue thing, which is kind of strange. But yeah, quite a pretty gruesome creepypasta, and possibly coming better, possibly better than the Turning Red creepypastas, you know, because, you know, at least it wasn't as cliche, you know, and info there's like references to, you know, Anna Kenton, you know, the THX guy from those THX creepypastas. I wish just wasn't that mentioned because, you know, the THX creepypastas kind of felt stale, you know, since I more prefer to like just regular alternate ending deleted scenes of certain movies creepypasta stuff, and also gaming creepypasta, you know, that too. But anywho, guys, I hope you have a very wild day and see you for more videos. So bye bye. Oh, don't mind these guys just chilling there. I'm out of here.